Hey, this is Dmitry with Hardware Canucks, and there's a new mouse on the block from SteelSeries, and of course we gotta check it out. This is the Rival, a very basic, no bells nor whistles on here, with what seems to be like an appropriate price of $59. The Rival is an optical mouse, and while still some people prefer optical sensors over laser for its supposedly more accurate tracking, I think it really boils down to ergonomics when it comes to mice in the current gaming scene. The 65 counts per inch sensor will be plenty sensitive for higher resolution FPS gaming, and the mouse actually tracked pretty accurately on both dark and light surfaces. Ergonomically, the Rival suits my preferences perfectly, with rubberized textured sides that help with steady grip without too much pressure from your thumb. At 128 grams, I would call this a lightweight with a pretty balanced weight distribution. I am, however, used to heavier mice, so it is unfortunate we don't have an adjustable weight system. The slightly curved body and extra support on the right side make for one really comfortable mouse, whether you prefer claw grip, so all fingers are placed naturally, or even palm grip with elevated top for larger hands. The Rival does feature customizable LED sections with the logo at the back that's pretty vibrant and of course multicolored, and then there's the scroll wheel. They are subtle, but having the ability to color match all your peripherals is definitely something of an expectation for a gaming product. We also have a replaceable piece at the rear with two rubber nameplates included. SteelSeries does allow downloadable templates for 3D printing for really personal customization. To be honest, it is pointless, serves absolutely no functionality, and I would have preferred either a weight system to be included or even a slightly lower price tag. As for the buttons, SteelSeries uses their own switches, so left and right click provide excellent tactile feedback with sturdy scroll wheel and sensitivity switch right behind with two settings. I prefer to run at 800 and 1600 CPI for Battlefield to make my aiming quicker inside vehicles, and I found having just two sensitivity modes perfect without need to cycle through. The side browser buttons continue to travel even after they're registered and have a soft roll-off. This will prevent any disturbance to your tracking accuracy. And while I don't usually use these side buttons for gaming, remapping VoIP to my mouse for communication was very helpful. Also, if you guys played the hardcore mode in Battlefield 4, the lack of a minimap can really test your skills, but you still have access to the full map by pressing M on the keyboard. So I remapped that to my mouse, and now I can quickly glance to the full map, which was very helpful without disturbing my aim and not needing to leave my WASD zone with my left hand. Now, I did have issues with the first sample we received, particularly with the distance between the left and right click. When holding the right button and pressing your left click, they were kind of grinding against each other, with the left click going underneath the other. The second sample, as you can see, had the larger distance, so that was no longer an issue, but the sensor now would not track on a white surface when you left the mouse, while tracking on the first sample was perfect. Now, even for a $60 mouse, I would expect tighter quality control. Also, the rubber coating left a bunch of finger marks that isn't exactly pleasant, and this happened only after a few days of use. Now, on a better note, SteelSeries Engine software is a very good hub for all of their peripherals. Here you can remap each button to anything from your keyboard, there are media controls, and of course macros. On the right side, there are two sensitivity settings, below which you can adjust acceleration and deceleration. I wouldn't recommend that for gaming, but I did find it quite useful in desktop mode and when I was editing. You can further configure angle snapping and the polling rate, of course. You can create profiles, which is very simple, and these profiles will auto-launch with an application, so you can have gaming and editing profiles switching in the background depending on usage. So the Rival certainly is one strong contender with excellent ergonomics and lightweight that you can really get used to. I love how the switches feel, and the CPI switch is perfect with just two modes. Lighting is subtle, and the optical sensor showed no acceleration with pretty excellent tracking, and the software is definitely one of the best. Now, the one aspect I'm not pleased with is quality control. First there was grinding with left and right click, and then the artifact on the sensor on the replacement mouse. Also, the rubberized coating, while comfortable, showed unpleasant signs of wear just after a few days of use. The Rival, however, has been my primary gaming mouse for over 3 weeks, as I love the shape and very pleased with tracking results. So if it is within your budget, it's definitely worth checking out. Well, that concludes our review of the SteelSeries Rival optical gaming mouse. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.